Well, good morning and welcome to Morning Cuppa. It's great to have your company this morning. So, I want to talk about gratitude this morning. I don't want to talk about gratitude as some topic of theological inquiry. I don't want to talk about gratitude just in the good times. I want to talk about lived out gratitude in the tough times. Because I think all of us who are going through these months have been through some tough times over the past 6 months or so. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now. What does gratitude look like for you? I have to say I went through a pretty tough couple of weeks. The past couple of weeks, had planned to get away with Anne. We had a place booked, and it was going to be our first time to get away since January. But some things came up that meant that we had to cancel that, and that was really disappointing for us. It was certainly disappointing for me. I felt, you know how sometimes you feel like, I could just make it to that next line, and then you find out, that's not the finish line. That's kind of how I felt. I was like, I so needed that break. But Anne wasn't going to let me just sit in disappointment. She said, let's go for a walk. And we went for a walk along the shore, and it was wonderful to get out for a walk with my wife in this amazing city, and just to go along the shore. And there's some extraordinary walks here in Sydney, and we went, and I saw things that I had never seen before. Did you know that there are ice cream boats in Australia? I've lived here for 14 years. I didn't know that there were ice cream boats in Australia, like the ice cream truck, except a boat. We discovered that. There was a little bit of Australiana that I'd never known before that I discovered when we were on our walk, and just to be able to breathe fresh air and to hear the birds again, and just to know that I'm together with somebody who I love and who loves me, and that gratitude filled my heart. And so I thanked Anne. I thanked Anne for getting me out on that walk. Because here's the thing with gratitude. Gratitude isn't just something we feel internally. Gratitude, if it's really gratitude, it needs to be given. You give thanks. If I have $50 and I toss it in the ocean, I can't really say that I've given it. To give something, you need to have a recipient. So I might toss it in the ocean and say, well, I've released it, I've let it go to the universe. But to give it, you need a recipient, and it's true with thanks too. So I gave thanks to Anne. I gave thanks to God. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. And I'm grateful. I have a friend that I texted last week who went for an early morning walk with me. Somebody who kind of gets me and gets what I was going through. And it was just wonderful. He didn't have any great wisdom to share. It just had a walk to share. And I was so grateful to him. I thanked him. And I thank God. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. What are you thankful for today? Would love if you would share it in the comments. Something that you're grateful for, something you want to give thanks for, so that we can give thanks together with you. It might be something big, or it might be something really small, something that would seem small but might be quite profound. Might be really significant. I was in a Bible study at Wesley Mission last year. There was a woman who was part of the Bible study, and she was just sharing something she was really grateful for. She was sleeping rough at the time. She was sleeping in Hyde Park. And she gave thanks that morning. She talked about how she had given thanks to God when she woke up. She opened her eyes and she felt the cold on her nose. And she gave thanks for the cold on her nose on that winter's night, because it reminded her that she was still alive and that she had another day. It reminded me of a prayer that I heard when I was 22, 23 years old. I was in an African-American church, and this old man was offering the prayer. And when I say old, he was 98 if he was a day. And he offered the prayer, this most powerful prayer, and it was a prayer of thanks, a prayer of thanksgiving. And he started the same way with opening his eyes that morning. It was, thank you, Lord, that I could open my eyes, that I could swing my legs over the side of the bed and put my feet on the floor, and I could get up and walk. And he went through this prayer of his whole day, of every little mundane thing that happened, and it just built with this cascade of gratitude. And it was so uplifting as he shared just these things that we take for granted, but he was giving thanks to God for all of it. And I want to encourage you to give thanks in the same way. For big things, for small things, give thanks in the comments, and let us share in giving thanks together with you. If you're in a place right now, if you're going through a really tough week and you can't think of what to give thanks for, maybe you feel like you've got nothing to give thanks for right now, I want you to know, first of all, you're not alone. And there are people who want to connect with you. There's a community of love and hope who want to come alongside you right now. If you send me an email to christianlife@wesleymission.org.au, we'll be in touch with you straight away, because we want to connect with you. You are valued, you are loved, and there is hope for you today. So whoever you are, wherever you are on the journey, whatever life is throwing at you today, I want to give thanks with you, give thanks for you, and I pray that you do have a hope-filled